Un-Glunking Geography. Could she unglunk the glunk alone? It's very doubtful whether, so I turned on my unthinker. We unthunk the glunk together. With a wave of his paws, everything that once appeared to be settled and fixed into places become once again mobile elements in a delirious movement of immanent and expressionistic creation. Whatever is given as ready-made, boat, fish, spade, cake, dress, snow, pinkness, earth, etc., is deteriorized from its habitual actuality and sent cascading through ever-shifting contexts of reproduction and rearticulation along 100,000 lines of flight. We looked, and we saw him, the cat in the hat. I know it's wet and the sun is not sunny, but we can have lots of good fun, that is funny. Look at me! Look at me! Look at me now! It is fun to have fun, but you have to know how. Have no fear, little fish, said the cat in the hat. These things are good things. And he gave them a pat. I know some good games we could play, said the cat. I know some new tricks, said the cat in the hat. A lot of good tricks. I will show them to you. Your mother will not mind at all if I do. Then our mother came in and she said to us two, Did you have any fun? Tell me. What did you do? And Sally and I did not know what to say. Should we tell her the things that went on there that... Doel's strange ways of talking, at least for a human geographer, are an attempt to shock or jolt you into looking at the world in a very different way, one that makes you think of it not as some static entity that independently exists out there, waiting to be represented. Deleuze and Guattari's paper talk offers the possibility for understanding that everything is in a state of becoming. Once you start thinking of the world as origami, you realize that no folds are permanent. Instead, you see that the form of the world is in a continual state of change as it is folded, unfolded, and refolded.
I know it is wet and the sun is not sunny, but we can have lots of good fun that is funny. Look at me, look at me, look at me now. It is fun to have fun, but you have to know how. Have no fear, little fish, said the cat in the hat. These things are good things. And he gave them a pat.
The Glunks have many names. They are the Marxists, relativists, humanists, positivists, feminists, radicals, nihilists, and so on. But Doel embraces only one Glunk, the one with no name, the one that has not been domesticated or Oedipalized like the characters in Dr. Seuss, who need to be liberated by the cat in the hat, or Doel as we know him. Nothing can resist the disarranging force of the cat in the hat, not even the world that he and his cats paint pink. But then we come across the Glunk, a perfect enactment of immutable oneness, identity, and presence that just is. And as everyone knows, the metaphysics of presence and the ontology of being cannot be unglunked or unthunked. What is a philosopher of difference to do? Here is how it happened, at least according to Dr. Seuss. Once upon a time, not so long ago, the cat in the hat's little sister grew weary of thinking up friendly little things with smiles and fuzzy fur, so she turned up her thinker-upper as fast as it would go and summoned forth a glunk. Localization is an effect of origami, and yet both the old and the new ways of dealing with space, rigid and fluid spaces, gridded and networked spaces, absolute and relative come relational spaces, Euclidean and non-Euclidean spaces, abstract and lived spaces, invariably rest upon an inconsistent, unbecoming, and ill-mannered image of thought. Pointillism. Pointless geography. Once again, the interval takes all. The interval is substance. A vacillation of space. Space hesitates about its identity. Placement, like spacing, happens on a Mobius strip, a double articulation of incompossibilities. The cat in the hat never works alone. He plays along with Sally and me, the fish and the dish, thing 1 and thing 2, and the stack of little cats, tagged A to Z, that hang out in his hat. In short, the cat in the hat is a small region of continuous variation in the wider chaosmos that we like to call a world.